Another award-winning, thought-provoking, action-packed edition of the Tony Basilio Show is coming up next. Tips are always appreciated here at TonyBasilio.com, home of the Tony Basilio Show. You found the Tony Basilio stream at TonyBasilio.com or on your smartphone or tablet. Another thrilling, chilling, and sometimes spilling edition of the Basilio Show is on the way next. Tips are always appreciated here at TonyBasilio.com.
Listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
I asked my brother Steve last night, my special needs brother, I said, how fired up folks prepare to you, Steve? And he said, 240 pounds. So that's a whole lot of fired up, focused, and prepared as we welcome you to a Monday. On a Monday where I got to ask you something, and by the way, we're going to announce a little later on, Commissioner Bockwinkel has chimed in on the negative issue from last week that with Alex Myers in the House became an issue the other day, and so we'll discuss it. But in the meantime, I've got to introduce our Monday contributors to you, our company, as we say in the trade. We got company today. And Casa Basilio. Bino Jeff, buenos dias.
Good morning, Tony B. Hope you and Brian and all the listeners had a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend.
Brian Hartman, Yoshihiho.
Hola.
Guys, how fun was it seeing the UT baseball team back again? How fun is that? All those new faces, and congratulations to Danny White and everybody involved. That stadium is absolutely worth going. Do yourself a favor if you get the opportunity and go, go, go. That's a great place to see a baseball game. Bino, I am so excited for you to get a chance to see a baseball game in that place. You are going to love it. Faux show. And the atmosphere in there Friday night was absolutely fantastic. I was there with my family. It was fantastic. It was great. There were some people that came up and said hello, which I love. Gentleman from Memphis came over and hung out and sat next to us for a while, and we sat there and chit. And Anthony goes, "Who is that, Dad?" And I said, "Anthony, a guy that listens to the show, a guy that came out one time and handed me something from the old USFL." I said, "Anybody hands me an old Memphis Showboats artifact is my guy." I said, but really, the game itself and seeing all those new faces and seeing this Brown kid and seeing Henry Ford, and the kid in left field's going to be a great player, and the pitching is electric and dynamite. I mean, I'm over the moon, guys. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, Tony, at first glance, it's just another really strong Tennessee baseball team with a lot of depth, both lineup-wise and pitching-wise. Great to see both Henry Ford and Blaine Brown be all they were advertised to be. Blaine Brown, that swing is perfection. I know he's swinging from the left side, which always looks great to me, but he's got a beautiful swing, and this is a team that you better swing the bat, because if you don't, you're not long to be in there.
Oh no. And that shortstop will be interesting if he can hit enough to stay in there. But Blaine Brown is, they ought to get like somebody said, they ought to get a UPS tie-in with him. What can Brown do for you? Somebody needs to work on that over at UT and find him a UPS, a local UPS tie-in. What a wonderful, wonderful player. So we can talk about that if you want. Another thing I want to get into, and I'm not afraid to go here. Bino, I have not talked about this with you. Brian, I have not talked about this with you, but something's on my heart and mind. And it kind of pains me to say this, but I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now, and I don't know how to say it other than to say it. And by the way, we'll talk about Commissioner Bockwinkel and his ruling on Nega Dave maybe a little later on in the hour. But Dave's been apprised of it, of the ruling. And then I want to get into this proposal because the Big Ten is trying to win in the court of public opinion over Greg Sankey with our 2014 playoff. And I'm not so sure, compared to what's going on in the sport, if I don't like it better. And I'll explain. But in the meantime, Tennessee's got a basketball team that's won 6 of their last 7 games. Okay? Now, to quote the Sheryl Crow lyric, if it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? I thought this is about winning. I'm listening, and Alex the other night, I came in here after one of his breaks, came from downstairs and went like this to him. Those that listen on, there's a couple hundred people over there on Spaces. I come in here and clap for him. I said, your energy, your juice, the way you are engaging callers, your just total acuity, and you're just on it, kid. You are on it in the moment. You are jamming out. You're jamming on the 1, the 2s, and the 3s, and you're just flying the night. You might think when you listen to people call the postgame show, because I'm having a revelation here, Bean. I need you to walk me through this, okay? This team has won 6 of their last 7 games. Brian, if you give them a loss in Nashville, which I'm not giving them a loss anywhere, but let's say you give them a loss in Nashville, okay? And one more along the way, how many regular season wins are they going to finish with, Bri?
22.
22 wins.
They'd be 22-9,
okay.
I think.
Okay. Is it really that bad? I mean, do we really have to sit around and talk about everything we don't have and don't do? And it's funny when you don't do the show and you listen. Here's my conclusion. I don't know that we need to do a basketball postgame show. I don't know what the point is in it. Now I'm talking myself out of money here and revenue. I don't know if that's jumped the shark. or I don't know if it's just college basketball in and of itself, that it's just so transient now and people don't connect with it. When you're 22 and tracking for a 22-9 season, and that's given them 2 losses from here. So really, probably more like 23-8. And our fan base acts like they're 8-23. And I'm coming to the conclusion that, you know what? I don't know if I want to bathe in that nightly. I don't know what the point is. I don't know what the point is of getting on the air after a game and listening to that about a team that's going to win 22 or 23 games. And I'll tell you something. I have the balls to say it out loud. I always have. One thing you're going to get from me, and I'm not for everybody, because I am brutally honest. I'm brutally honest with myself. I'm brutally honest with our product here. That basketball, the relationship with our fans around that basketball program feels stale in my eyes. It's almost like, you know what the basketball balls feel like to me? And I can reference this as a 76ers fan. Brian can't reference this because his NBA team wins championships. Mine hasn't been to the NBA Finals since 2001 when they got lucky when Allen Iverson was there. But before that, 1983. So I'm in the 43 year club right now, okay? It's almost like our entire fan base is just waiting for March. The entire conversation the other night, on a night where, and it's not Alex Meyer's fault. There were a few callers that called in and said, hey, I remember the Wade Houston years. I don't take any of these for granted. By and large, our fan base comes, they dutifully come for Rick Barnes basketball. They're bored with it. We're bored with it. I'm just going to call it what it is. And I don't know. We've won 6 of our last 7. We're setting rebound records, okay? Which means nobody outworks us on the glass. Nobody. This team works very hard. This team goes hard. This team plays very hard. This team wins games. Led by an in-state point guard and one of the premier young players in the sport. But the fans are sick and tired of it and bored with it. When we started doing the post-game show, it was all brand new. I'm crazy for you. And you know it's true. I'm crazy for you. And I don't get that now. And I'm going to tell you something. One thing I've said about this show down through the years is when it's not fun anymore, I ain't doing it. The Daily Show's fun. The Daily Show, the world, you can talk about the world and the basketball show, you get in here after basketball games, Brian will tell you. Yeah, and it's not just negative. There were other calls. It's the whole tone of the thing. And I didn't do it. We opened the phones. I didn't do it. So don't blame me. I didn't do it. East Tennessee said Matt sits on that post-game show and doesn't help. He rips the team all the time, too, East Tennessee said. James Daniel says, Matt says every team every year sucks, etc. Is Matt really like that? Back to the Phones has a good idea, Bino. It might be time for us to put our resources behind what Kim Caldwell's doing over there after yesterday. The little engine that could with a top 5 payroll in the sport. What do you think, Bino? What do you think of any of this, what I'm saying here? I'm trying to be honest here with this fan base.
Well, Tony, I don't think there would be a great response to a Lady Ball postgame show. With I could be wrong about that because we haven't had one, but I don't think that would be a roaring success. Tony, Tennessee's been so good for so many years in the regular season that now regular season has become about style points, and people can't help but look beyond that and look for blemishes that will hurt you in the postseason. What are they going to see that's going to be devastating to them in postseason play?
Yep.
And I guess it's human nature to project forward
Yep.
to something that you haven't been as good at and look beyond something that you have been very good at. And this team contributes to it because they are more maddening than any team that I can remember, possibly since the Keon Springer team, and maybe even going back to Conzo's team that got in a tournament and won 3 games. I think because this is such a poor closing team, and because they have a long stretch in just about every game where they kind of black out, and they turn the few comfortable games that you can have in this league into discomfort. And I think all of those are contributing factors in what you're talking about.
Should we do the show once? Should we do the show like once a week? Should we cut down on it, Bri?
If 6 of those 7 wins, if that included a win against Kentucky, I wonder if that would make it feel different. They're such a stench from blowing double-digit leads to that Kentucky team twice, and in your at home where you beat everybody else, but you just can't beat that mediocre outfit. And also these late nights, these games, these post games don't begin till 10:30, 11 at night. I wonder if that has something to do with it.
The last couple years, Bender of String says, Tony, to be fair, we have hit a ceiling under Barnes. I think the fans just want to see us take the next step. And deep down, we all know that this team isn't the one to do it. Okay, let's say that's the case. The whole premise of the post-game show is to enjoy the season together. I'm a fellowship guy, okay? I'm a community fellowship guy. I got to let you know. I got to let you in on something. When the season of post-game shows for me ends and I get to hand the baton to Will Heflin when he starts doing the Garza Law extra innings, I get on my hands and knees and pray to Mecca. I'm so glad it's over. Because Bino will tell you that's a lot of work. You have to watch those games attentively. You better come in here schooled because people are going to ask you about stuff. You've got to really pay attention. Greg in Columbia will tell you. Any kind of broadcasting you're doing, you better mind your. So you got to get a nap during it. You got to pace yourself. You're like an athlete. And we do them all. We do them all and all year. And for the first time in the 10-year run of doing a post-game show after every game, I'm feeling like that thing is jumped the shark. Now, I don't know if it's a reaction to I'm listening to it the other night, but my sense is this ain't good, and I'm going to bring it to the people. The other thing I will not engage in is like false, fake conversation just to do it. In other words, if something positive needs to be said, say it. If something negative needs to be said, say it. And this particular team drives me crazy, and I don't like this particular team, even though they're 22-7. Bino, can I say that out loud? Even though they're tracking to win 22 games, I was texting with Gary Stern without a warning. I said, this is a 22-win team that's going to drive me nuts before the year's over. Now, I feel like a spoiled, rotten Tennessee fan brat saying that into a microphone. A total brat. I feel, I don't even know what I feel. And I wonder two things. Is this a product of the NIL and the fact that you're changing rosters every year? And you just feel so unattached to it versus when you get these guys on your campus and you grow them for 3 or 4 years and they become your own. Like that Meshack guy last year. That guy was like us out there. That was an extension of, and I love that kid because he feeds the hungry. I love that kid. It's like a living beatitude. I love that kid. I'm so for him. And I have enough guts to say it right into a microphone. Bino, how many people would come on the air and say what I'm saying today?
I think one, Tony.
And I just wonder if our post-game show has jumped the shark and that's it. I wonder if we ought to do it. Brian, when's our next game? Two days? We play Oklahoma.
Night.
Brian,
Oklahoma.
I want you to open your client, Brian, and I want you to look at what the get-in price is for Oklahoma right now. And I want you to tell me what's going on with our fan base right now. For a team that's won 6 of their last 7 games, Dr. Danny. For a team that, when you sit down low, you not only do you get a laminate, but you get a wristband, Dr. Danny. What's the get-in price? What's the get-in price?
The one I'm looking at is Sports tickets starting at $2.
$2 and what? How many cents?
$2.40. Alabama's $60. Vanderbilt's $43.61.
Okay, to quote Roberta Flack, where is the love? When it's time for your next move, you want to get your precious belongings from point A to point B with your peace of mind intact. That's why you need to call my friends at Gufon Moving and Storage, East Tennessee's moving legend. Gufon Moving and Storage has been helping East Tennesseans move since 1887. That's 138 years, 5 generations. That's even longer than the Dooley, Jones, and Pruitt era combined. Gufon Moving and Storage are pro movers, serving Knoxville, surrounding areas, and interstate moves too, both residential and commercial. And we'll provide you with personalized service that other corporate movers simply cannot. We know how to move all types of items. We pay careful attention to our clients' valuables. Your satisfaction as a customer is our absolute priority. As the oldest continually owned and operated family moving business in the United States, when it's time for your next move, it's Gufon Moving and Storage. And storage, it's secure and vaulted. Our newest offering of commercial storage logistics, we offer receiving, storage, and delivery services for all your business logistic needs. See more at Gufon.com. That's Gufon.com. Or check out the link at tclub.team. When it's time for your next move, East Tennessee's moving legend, Gufon Moving and Storage. Life never stops moving. And between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, weekly soccer practice, Tuesday night yoga, X number of coffee runs, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up. A tire designed for doers. A tire that's going to last. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety and comfort you expect, you can forget all about the miles ahead and focus on getting to your destination or conquering your to-do list. Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. That's Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. Fleet Tire.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
Tired of hiding your smile because of crooked teeth? At Knoxville Smiles, we've got the perfect solution. Invisalign. No metal, no wires, just clear, comfortable aligners that straighten your teeth without anyone noticing. Eat what you want, smile with confidence, and see results in as little as 6 months. Call us today for more information about Invisalign, 865-539-1776, or just visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. From Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham, they've stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. There are neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Cold weather is here. Is your heating system ready and running efficiently? Don't wait to find out. A simple tune-up now can help prevent costly breakdowns when you need your heat the most. Right now, PipeWrench is offering a $79 heating system tune-up to keep your home warm, safe, and worry-free all winter long. Our certified technicians inspect, clean, and fine-tune every part of your heating system for maximum efficiency and comfort, helping you avoid surprise breakdowns and high energy bills. And with PipeWrench Home Service's same-day service guarantee, you won't be left out in the cold waiting for help. Your comfort isn't just our job, it's our promise. Schedule your $79 heating system tune-up today at PipeWrench.com before winter decides to test your heater. PipeWrench Home Services, trusted in Knoxville, Maryville, Oak Ridge, and neighboring communities for over 20 years. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit is free. For standard systems only, visit PipeWrench.com for details.
TB here with Alan of WeShipFloors.com. Tell them about it, Alan.
Hey, I'm Alan from WeShipFloors.com. Our competition's prices, well, they're going up. Ours are coming down. Our waterproof floor Supercore is the best, and right now it starts at $199 a square foot. Our warehouses are full of 4mm, 6mm, and 8mm. You strapped for cash? Well, we have our own in-house financing. Use our room visualizer and order some free samples today. Supercore from WeShipFloors.com. Best products at best price.
Like Alan said, head over to WeShipFloors.com. Use the room visualizer on the website. Drop in any of the 120 Supercore floors virtually into your room and order your free samples today. WeShipFloors.com. Tennesseans, they are us. The best product, the best price. WeShipFloors.com. Living Vol fan, when it's time to get ready for 2026 and what's ahead, there's only one place. It's Alumni Hall, the best and largest selection of Tennessee apparel for the whole family. Top brands, Nike, Champion, Columbia, Peter Millar. And check this out. All the basketball stuff that the Tennessee basketball fan could ever need. Some great Tennessee baseball stuff as well. Any season, any reason. Alumni Hall, 3 locations in Knoxville. Also Murfreesboro, Bristol, and now open, of course, in Johnson City. And anytime online, alumnihall.com. Say it loud, say it proud. The ultimate volunteer shopping experience. Alumni Hall. Score a TD every time with T3 Vodka. T3 is Tennessee's premium vodka, handcrafted with passion, precision, and a whole lot of pride. T3 Vodka is taking the volunteer state by storm. T3 Vodka, handcrafted in the majesty of the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where quality isn't just a promise, it's a way of life. Filtered 10 times and 80 proof. T3 Vodka delivers a smoothness that's unmatched. This dedication to excellence has already earned T3 Vodka prestigious accolades. T3 is a 5-time gold medal winning vodka and the 2025 SIPS Consumer Choice Award medal winner. Whether you're sipping it neat or on the rocks or mixing up your favorite cocktail, T3 Vodka is your choice for a premium, award-winning experience. Score a T3 TD and ask for T3 Vodka by name at restaurants and wine and liquor stores today. Drink it neat, drink it right, drink T3 Vodka and score a touchdown every time. T3, Tennessee's premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
It's always magnificent. Mondays on the Basilio Show, presented by our friends at Fleet Tire. I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. And now, back to B.
Tony B back with you, 865-200-5402. The second thing I want to talk about today, besides just the tone and tenor of our discontent with basketball, Tennessee basketball, that is, and that's kind of a bummer. I'd like your thoughts on that at 865-200-5402. What are we doing? Bino, you have any other thoughts about it? Is it that Barnes has been here 10 plus years and we've seen all the magic tricks? Why are we going through this, man?
Yeah, Barnes may be a factor in this, Tony. I'm sure, we've talked a long time about guys staying at places 10 years or more. There's only so many tricks left in their bag if there's any left. But I don't think he's as big an issue as just the historical lack of postseason success, regardless of what kind of regular season you have.
Yep.
That just naturally makes people look for every blemish that may reappear in postseason play that could take you out of it. And we have been so good in the regular season that this team hasn't quite played up to that level. So they're being graded more harshly because of the teams that came before them.
I think there's a carrot and stick effect too. Like when our fans showed up during that snow game a couple weeks ago, 17,000 strong. People love their hoops here. And with that love, and when I'm going to do that, comes an expectation. And it's almost like I'm going to keep coming till this team gets to a Final Four. Like now I'm just dug in. But I'm telling you, as a Sixer fan, because I saw this with the Sixers, and me and my family had to talk about this amongst each other and my friends. And this goes on with any fan base. You have to decide, am I going to enjoy the journey or worry about the destination? My analogy. Family takes a vacation, okay? The whole idea is to refresh and recharge and get out of your routine and do what you're going to do and then spend time with people you love. Now, the vacation itself begins for most middle to upper middle class people. The super wealthy flying jets, that's fine. But most people are going to get in the car and drive to their destination. The minute you pull out of your driveway, your vacation begins. This is supposed to be a respite for all of us from the rest of the world, whether our team's good, bad, or ugly. And somehow this team is very good and very ugly. And it's left me thinking, as somebody that super serves a fan base in my efforts, in my professional efforts in what we do here, and it's always been my aim to do that. That's why I work on holidays. People say, well, you going to take a day off tomorrow? No, not really. Why? I don't know. I mean, my dad worked with his hands and came home dirty every day, and I'm not getting dirty. But well, I'm going to read the statement here from Commissioner Bockwinkel, and then we'll go to the phones. Well, why don't we just go to the phones? Then I'll read the statement here in a second. I just don't. Bino, I don't personally want to get to the point where I make it all about March. But it's almost like that's what they've done to their sport. When you see